It's the Brucie split. On the left here, that's the original brood box with the ideal super. Its original position was in the middle there. That other ideal was also on top. They were running out of room, so I made some deep frames. Never had a deep box, so I just put two ideals together. Then I lifted both the ideals up, put the double ideal, we'll call it the second brood box, on top of the queen excluder. But I took two frames. I found the queen. I got two frames of fresh eggs, larvae and brood, and I put it in the double ideal above the queen excluder with empty frames. The bees worked it well. I went back in a week later, beautiful big queen cell, which was happy to see, and I left them at that. Come back in today, which is 12 days later. Most of the brood that was with the two frames I took up has hatched out, and I proceeded to rearrange things. I lifted both of the honey supers off. I lifted the double brood box off after confirming the queen cell was still intact, plenty of bees in there. I then moved the original brood box over to the left here with the queen. I seen the queen, she was on the edge on the near frame that I put in there. Once I took those two frames out, I put a near frame on each edge. She was on this left hand side edge. There was plenty of drawn cone, plenty of nectar, bit of pollen, whatever. And I then proceeded to take the frame beside it, which was the second one in. I took it out, put in with the queen cell. I took one more frame and put on the other side just so there was good protection, and it had two half drawn cones either side, so there's plenty of room there. I then placed that double ideal where the original hive site was, with one ideal of resources. I moved the original hive to the left here where it is now positioned, with an ideal of fully capped honey. I'll leave that for them to sort out for a little while longer. All the worker bees are, yes, coming back to the original hive, which is basically what I'm expecting and hoping. There is some going to the queen. They must still pick up her scent, but anyway, any brood that comes out of the original hive will orientate back to it. Whether these field bees keep going back to that hive, I'm yet to see. If what I'm seeing I'm happy with. There is activity on both hives. The original swarm, still a bit light up on top in the honey supers, but still a little bit aggressive, more so than this hive here, which I've just proceeded to try and split, the Brucie split. Everyone seems happy. We'll see what tomorrow brings, but I don't want to go back in there into the middle box, which is the queen cell box, which will be smoky too. I don't want to go back in there for at least 2 weeks just to see what's going on. In that time I'll have the lid painted up. That one there I broke putting it together, but anyway, shit happens. Yeah, everything looks good, nice and calm. Everyone's got plenty of food. and eventually I'll get to take some. Well done, girls.